Hello and welcome to Burnt Cookbook Party, an original Pathfinder campaign set in a unique fantasy world where four heroes of varying skills, attractiveness, and stupidity race against time to prevent a war. I'm Jenna Stoeber and I play Astra, buffet-yaddled half-elf oracle who's exactly who she says she is. And I'm joined by...
Andrew Hansen, playing Johnny Brightchild, a hot and sunny Ifrit resourceful paladin, eager to help and flex.
Caitlin Stayduhar, playing Patty Hertz, a ratfolk ranger dandy with a nose for gossip and cheese.
Paul Luetkemeyer, playing Zelf, an elfin battle chef carving a name for himself in the high-stakes world of magical cooking.
And we're, of course, led today and for the rest of all time by our illustrious and babyish GM and world builder, Justin Green. Justin, how are you?
I'm excited. Last episode, we had our team up with Astra and Patty, and now we're going to see the other half. We'll do the Janni-Zelf.
The Johnny and Zelf combo is so chill because they somehow absorb each other's craziness. They don't magnify each other's craziness like the other combinations do.
I think it's because Johnny acts like an anti-anxiety blanket for Zelf, so he doesn't have to worry about stage fright or something like that.
Aww. That's sweet. It is true that the Johnny, Patty, and Zelf Astra combos do seem to ratchet each other's insanity up rather than abate it.
Let's see what's in store.
So the group parts ways after leaving the Scry network in the evening. Johnny and Zelf make their way south to the southernmost dome, Tuxedo. And this is a dome that is primarily used by the Navy. In addition to just sort of the military facilities, you also, at the very, very lowest point, see a large white plain building, which you have been told is the seabed. So this is like directly abutting the dome, like almost built into the side of the dome itself. Like one of its walls is the dome wall. And when you enter, you see a very wide open space. This is a museum. You see visitors, tourists walking around, looking at displays. There are 3 wings to this building. You guys can make perception checks for looking around, or if it's better, I will let you make knowledge history checks while inside of this building.
Oh, I got a pretty low perception. 8 for 7.
Does Johnny have history?
He doesn't have history. He's got nobility and religion.
He's an amnesiac.
You're right, exactly. I rolled a 29 on my knowledge history.
You guys kind of get acquainted with your surroundings. 2 of the wings you see are more classically museum setups. One of them is a large glass window that sort of overlooks a laboratory. Zelf, you are immediately drawn to one of the museum wings where a whole wall is dedicated to a timeline. And along the top of it, it reads Bysshod Early Detection, which is what the bed in seabed stands for. And so this is Byshod's reign of terror during the war and all of the destruction that she caused, both as a human pirate and then after she ascended and became a sea monster. And then all of that eventually leading to the development of this facility.
Fascinating. Well, Zelf has a special interest in the demigods, so he really laps this one up.
Wow, so that's pretty neat. Like, she started as like us, but then like she ended up like that. The god powers, I guess, can sometimes like totally mutate.
It's funny, isn't it? The influence that the demigod powers have over people.
What's funny about it? I think I know, but what do you what do you think is funny about it?
Well, it's just interesting to consider.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I'm considering like how I don't get it, Zelf. I'm sorry.
Well, don't they say that power corrupts, Johnny? It makes me wonder if there's a way for power not to corrupt. I think Molni might be our best example.
So, power doesn't corrupt if you're good and lawful. Yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
Johnny's learned another great lesson.
Bysshod is like lawful and evil, though, right? So maybe it's the combination of both lawful and good that makes it not corruptive.
Well, maybe it comes down to personality. Johnny, if you could take the power of demigod, which god's powers would you take?
I mean, like, I wouldn't want to take Molni's because, like, if I took it, then he wouldn't have them. But, like, if I could share them with him, like, we could high five and pass them off. I think we could do some, like, really crazy, like, tag team stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, tag team.
Oh my
I wonder if
God.
there is a way.
I don't know. I'm not sure, like, I could choose anything other than that. You know, I'm technically serving Gavelyne through Molni. And then Molni was talking about how, like, you'd become your own demigod. So I guess it'd still be like a demigod through Gavelyne. And it would be like Molni, but it would be me, right? So, like, I don't know.
Well, who knows, Johnny? Right now, those are some of our known unknowns. But I think if anybody would use demigod power in the right way, it might be you.
but I don't know about that, Zelf, because, you know, like, there's like a me that's not using it right.
Yes, but it's not you. And that's so interesting is that even though we have a him, we still have a you. We don't have another model for that right now.
Maybe he's doing it better because, like, look at what all of these, like, Scry Network things are, like, he's doing it. He's, like, done good in Mjolnir, right? Like, I haven't done that.
Johnny and Aj had kind of a nasty hot charisma, but he was
That's
not.
nasty hot. Whoa, he was nasty?
Nasty hot charisma.
Nasty hot charisma.
I don't think I could ever imagine myself as nasty. So, like, that's crazy. Whoa. Like, unbathed? Like, that's gross.
Yeah.
Bathed.
He was not a good person. Anything he did that seemed good was either a chaotic one-off or just a means to an end. No.
Mm.
If you had been there when I did to see him murder Castian,
Whoa.
you would know about it and then think, maybe he's good after all.
Hmm.
Anyway, clearly Bysshod is making the most of her powers in her own way. And this is a preview of the battle that we're about to face. Justin Zelf is going to pay special attention to the historical references of what Bysshod did and how they fought her off and try to create a framework of what they might be about to step into in a couple days.
For sure. You rolled a great history roll. You're able to take in all of this studiously. And what you find is not uplifting, Zelf. There is a lot of Bysshod just rampantly destroying everything that she sets out to destroy.
Damn.
The one time that she was captured as a human finally and was about to be brought to justice, hanged for her crimes in the city of Murloc. That's when Bysshod accepted divine inspiration,
Cool.
became a hideous sea monster, and destroyed Murloc. Shortly after that, destroyed the catfolk city of Lokela. All that remains now we know is the lighthouse. Shortly after that, did attack Anamnesis along with the Doom weapon, but that effort was successfully turned away.
Whoa.
But it took the combined powers of Molni, Spirit Advent, the other demigods during the war times that were out there.
Damn.
The next time that Bysshod reared their head, it was immediately following the Battle of Vidogzen, which is the battle that officially marked the end of the Great War.
Yeah. 2
Erosion warships remained in Guldur, and they are the team that was left with the final task of encasing the continent in ice.
Cool.
But during this casting, the ships were struck by Bysshod, and while the ritual did complete successfully, the ships were sunk. And among the mass amounts of casualties was Keenstan's Aimway the 6th,
Damn.
and then the Prince Aimway the 7th.
And we are left with the 8th.
Yeah, who was about 7 or 8 years old at the time and was forced into the position of king as a young child.
He wasn't on the boats though, right? He was chilling at home.
He was not there.
Okay. Well, Zelf is taking this all in and drawing conclusions and marking things in his book, and he'll settle his eyes on an artistic depiction of Bysshod, and slowly an image floats into his mind's eye of the dream he had given to him by the chairman that Bysshod seemingly infiltrated, and he'll see that giant yellow eye and kind of snap and shudder. Say, Johnny, you were in the Riskaran War generations ago, weren't you?
Yeah, totes, yeah.
Even after all this time, this is still bigger than us. Johnny, how are we going to fight these demigods if we're going to stay in the fight?
Well, like, a god's always going to be a god, right? So, like, you can't fight it as a mortal. Like, that's the whole point, right? Like, that's the different levels.
But then what are we going to do, Johnny? We can't pack it in. We have to find some way through this. Our enemies include the demigods. They're not all going to help us.
Right. Then we could do what they're trying to do, right? Like acknowledging them.
Become part of the new pantheon? Well, we've already got our foot in the door, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Huh. Well, you present it so simply. Forget the complications.
Is it just as simple as you need the artifact and then you kill the demigod? Is that how it goes?
If only we knew somebody in the know.
Patty's too new, but maybe she could meet somebody who knows. Molni's not going to tell because he probably just doesn't know.
Patty is good at hobnobbing.
Statistically, numerically good at it.
Statistically, a hobnobber.
Well, food for thought, Johnny.
The other thing I'll give you before we go too far is as you wander through the other wings of this, you do find in the one to the west is more information about how Neptis itself, the very original first domes, were founded. And you learn that it's really the combination of efforts from Gavelyne and Aureo Fortuna working together. Gavelyne's portion of this is that he made use of a substance called rift glass. So when a large enough area breaks off from erosion, the intense pressure caused by the shifting land as it sinks down can create rift glass in its wake. And so it's not only stronger than steel when it's tempered correctly, it can also absorb and redirect psychic energy, which is important because aboleths and these sea monsters in that family, including Bysshod, are psychic in nature.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it makes it an ideal substance for the domes. Very few people can actually manipulate this. It's very difficult to do. Gavelyne is one of the people who has mastered it. And then he has a singular apprentice here in Neptis called Veer. There is an image of Veer. He is currently working in the seabed.
Cool.
And you can match the image that you see in these displays with one of the scientists who's working in the area below.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
Ooh.
Veer is a Floriid, and growing from their head is a large water lily.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
I was about to say cute, and then I realized that Florids were nasty, so it's not cute.
Oh, wow.
Nasty hot.
Dang.
nasty hot. They're nasty hot, yeah.
Nasty hot try.
Florids are delightful. It's just the corpse flowers that are nasty.
It's just the ones played by Paul that are nasty.
Hey.
I think I'm still recovering from the horny everything episode.
That's fair. That's fair.
Still detoxing. Yeah.
Johnny, with the 7, a lot of this is a lot of words.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reading.
Oh man, I don't know if it's because I'm a ghost, but I can't hold any of this in my head right now.
Next time we'll put you in some reading glasses instead of some sunglasses.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
There is something that catches your eye right away, though. While the other 2 rooms are very much like museum rooms where there are displays with placards and people standing and reading and learning things, the one to the east is a room that allows visitors to kind of overlook the research facility portion of this, the places that are not open to the public. In that room, behind the glass wall, you see that there are some people building a prototype army suit.
Whoa.
It is pretty badass. It is made entirely of this sort of dark gray glass. It has that sort of reflective sheen to it. There is armor, a full plate armor, and a matching sword. And they have it on this mannequin to display it for people to look at behind this wall.
Wow. Zelf, go over there. I'll look at it.
Oh, I see. Some sort of advanced fashion, some kind of futurist clothing.
I mean, yeah, but for combat.
Oh, well, do you think you'd fit in it?
I mean,
Oh my god.
I could probably fit in it, yeah, but that would be stealing,
Oh.
and I can't do that.
As a fucking ghost.
As a ghost, I don't take up any space, but right now, I could not do that. No.
Yeah, Justin Self's gonna go over and take a closer look. He'll hold his glasses forward off his nose and check out the armor.
I'm so close. Oh my god.
Yeah, once you're in this room, Zelf, You can see better into like this sort of research area below you. A bunch of people wearing lab coats moving back and forth, hard at work. They're mixing chemicals and putting things into like bizarre like steam-powered machines. You're not entirely sure what they're all doing, but it's impressive. It's interesting, especially to someone with knowledge that is close to, you have some alchemy skills, even beyond your cooking.
Yeah.
You want to make a knowledge alchemy check? Or craft alchemy?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
Let's see. Well, I rolled a 2, but I can add inspiration to that for a total of 13, Justin.
13. Okay. One thing that you learn about Zelf is that they've developed a chemical called sonaride. This chemical successfully repels and sickens aboleths, and those are the creatures that are closest biologically to Bysshod, but close enough that it does have an effect. So you do see that this is what the Navy is putting in those like diffuser orbs and spreading around the perimeter of Neptis.
Okay. Johnny, if I had to guess, I'd say that sonaride is what they're going to replace with soup.
How do you feel about that? Like, your cooking being used to like possibly endanger like, like a lot of people?
It disturbs me to imagine pouring my cooking into the open ocean, but I've had to accept other indignities in my life.
What a waste of soup.
Because like, honestly, you said like a knowledge isn't me, but I still feel bad about it. Like, I still feel like that's like the outcome of something that I did that I just don't remember.
Working with the ministry was a calculated gamble, but their aim, seemingly, is to destroy Irisol for good. So I thought it was a risk worth taking. I do worry about collateral damage, Johnny, and I worry about us getting to a position in these loops where we can't just hope the next loop washes all of our mistakes away. But each moment, we just have to do the best we can with what we've got.
I don't know. Even if Bysshod dies, like, is the next demigod that's going to be serving Ebony going to be any different or better? Or just like worse in a different way, right? Like, power corrupts. So like, even if a good person takes it, it's like they knowingly accept that evil thing into them. And then it's like, it'll change it.
Johnny, I've been very interested in that very thing. It's funny you should mention. After all, we got a list of potential demigod candidates, some of whom seemed very familiar.
Dude, I don't understand Johnny and Knowledge. Like, I don't understand what he finds attractive about Cassandra Stiffbeaks.
I just don't see the appeal.
She also has nasty hot charisma, weirdly.
Nasty hot attracts nasty hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Double nasty, double hot.
Oh,
Whoa.
Now we're talking.
The double nasty.
Too nasty, too hot. Well, Johnny, you're lawful good, and Johnny and Ash is chaotic evil. So of course you would understand. It's like oil and water. Somebody neutral like myself can appreciate both positions. I can appreciate as many positions as there could possibly be.
Fucking moral authority over here.
And I can appreciate that Cassandra, she's trying to have as many different experiences with the demigods as she can. I think that's natural.
You do?
What was your question?
Okay, so there's 3 factions in Phanelin. One of them are trying to kill the demigods. One of them are trying to save the demigods. And Zelf, I guess, is just trying to fuck the demigods.
Oh, don't cast dispersions. Justin?
Yeah.
Zelf is curious about how the ministry could tamper with the spheres if that's the delivery method. So he's thinking about if an agent of the ministry or somebody who works for Aureo gets this assignment to change chemicals in one of these, where they might do it and how they might stake that out.
The way that this place reveres Aureo Fortuna and everything that he's done for Neptis and Erosia as a whole, you are confident Aureo Fortuna could walk in here and everybody would give him whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Without question.
Damn.
Well, yeah, he's the savior. So it would not surprise Zelf if Aureo himself is going to come in with a thermos full of magic soup.
I'm a little concerned, Zelf, that like at a certain point, like the domes might break and then fill with water, and then we'll be at the bottom of the ocean, like any way to get out.
Johnny, we need to focus on our win conditions.
Sorry. Okay. So our win condition is we beat Bysshod.
Is it?
And her demigod essence goes into a person who's strong enough to contain it so they don't get corrupted very easily. And then we save the world.
So let's look at the scenario. Windhorn is trying to explode Byshod's corpse and destroy the ministry so that he can take it himself. I think our win condition includes keeping Windhorn from becoming the next demigod.
Whoa.
Whether or not we allow a substitute to take it on, I'm not convinced.
Who do you think should be the substitute?
Just hold up the sword. I'll throw myself on it. Just let me angle my body in the right way to throw myself on the sword.
Johnny, I think we should find the least corruptible person that we can. Maybe somebody who's had a taste of Ebnir's power before. I don't know what to do about the ministry. On paper, I'm still one of their agents, although I don't know if they still trust me. Maybe, maybe not. I think I'm beneath their notice.
What's something you would need to do to know if they trust you or not?
Well, probably reach out to Aureo, make contact.
Oh.
But that feels like a risky gamble.
Go big or go home.
Johnny.
I'm just saying.
How much risk can we take on before it's no longer calculated risk?
I think you're pretty smart, Self. So, I think that gives us a lot of leeway because you can calculate a lot of things. I've seen you.
Justin?
Yep.
I was like, Paul's really pondering right now. I can feel it happening.
Could Zelf potentially pay off some kind of street urchin or a messenger service or something like that? Pay a mundane lookout to come and tell him whenever Aureo is on the move?
Whatever the Neptis version of Small Blip is.
Some kid who came to Neptis to make it big and is still trying to find ways to put food on the table before they get discovered.
Yeah, Zelf, you walk around the area of the seabed in Tuxedo and make it known that you are looking to meet Aureo Fortuna, telling anybody that's interested, place a gold coin inside of the opening of a sea cucumber that is posted looking for fan money. While he does that, Johnny, anything that you want to do during this time? Are you strictly helping Zelf?
Justin, one of my spells as a sacred servant of Molni and the subdomain of fate, I have the domain spell of augury. So I can basically, Paul and I can ask a yes or no question to you. And there is a more than likely % chance that you'll give us that's an all right idea sort of thing, or if we phrase it correctly.
Okay.
So we could just ask if staking out will help us find him. And if the answer is no, then we can try something more active.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Boy, that's such an old school D&D style.
Yeah, it's cool that it's a fate spell. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Are we fated to meet?
Yeah.
Here comes Aureo with a piece of toast in his mouth. He's running because he's late and he comes around the corner.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Wait, Oreo's the magical girl, not the animal sidekick?
Oh, wow.
Not the cat guardian?
Oh, you're right. Johnny would be the magical girl.
Yeah. Tuck some toast in those sunglasses.
That's really tempting fate.
And your question is will you successfully meet Aureo Fortuna?
If we post a watch here?
So if we stake out, will that let us find him?
Yeah.
Johnny, you cast this spell of augury calling upon your faith in Molni in Gavelyne. And Zelf, wearing Johnny as sunglasses, you see a vision in the lenses of yourself indeed meeting Aureo Fortuna.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, Self thumbs up. He says, sounds good to me.
All right.
You know, Johnny, before things get complicated, and things tend to get complicated fast around our team,
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention,
Yeah.
when I was a child, I would spend every birthday making meals, hoping that a ghost would come and haunt one because I was born under the sign of the haunted picnic.
Whoa.
And they never did, except for one birthday when my family tried to fake a poltergeist. And I caught on to them, and it ruined it for me forever. But on this birthday, this year, I had a ghost at my birthday breakfast.
Bro, you had a ghost, bro, at breakfast. Bro. Yeah.
And Johnny, that ghost was you, and I just wanted to say how much I appreciated that.
Oh.
Otherwise, maybe keep Mum. I hate to edge you out of the conversation, but if he doesn't think that you're haunting my sunglasses, that might make him feel a little better.
Oh, right, dude. Sometimes I forget I'm sunglasses. I'm like, thank you. I'll try and keep that in mind.
That's all right. We'll be flexible.
The two of you continue to hang out outside of the seabed, and a lot of time passes, enough that maybe normally you might have begun to doubt that you'd even run into him. But eventually, just like Johnny divined, a gloomy, out-of-shape tuxedo catfolk wearing like khaki slacks and a stained button-up, he crosses the street and heads right towards you. In comparison with some of the other ministry members that you've met, he's not much of an impressive or threatening sight.
He's an office worker. Zelf will walk to meet him.
Aureo Fortuna approaches you, and he's an awkward dude, but you don't think it's because he's talking to you. You think that's just how he is. And he says to you, you're Zelf, right?
Mr. Fortuna, I know you're a busy man, but I wanted to meet, and I know that our time is fleeting.
Indeed, it's a shame that it's only now that the two of us are getting a chance to speak.
Well, this loop has been weird. I don't think we were supposed to meet at all.
I hope that you don't take it personally that the Prime Minister didn't activate you this loop. It takes a lot to earn his trust, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, even if you weren't at our sides these past few weeks, you should know that the Ministry couldn't have done our work at this loop without your help. You saved countless lives with that soup. You should be proud.
Huh. I'm proud of most of my cooking. Listen, Aureo, I don't expect that my particular skills will be needed that frequently, but I did want to help out if I could. It seems like there have been a few twists and things that are going on top of hearing that you were doing the ministry's work this time. I've heard a few rumors of other things out and about, possibly working against the ministry. I wanted to see if I could help make this little project here in Neptis go smoothly.
You know, it's fate, I think, that we ended up here. I used to be quite a big believer in that. It's a hard thing to let go of. But, you know, we actually ended up losing one of our more powerful casters this loop that was activated. And so we could definitely use another powerful spellcaster in the group to work with Nerixina. I know the two of you pulled it off last time. It would be great if you could do that again.
Oh, you mean the final ritual on this next artifact? Well, that's what I was brought into the fold for in the first place. Makes sense to me. Aureo, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we met Mala. Unfortunately, in this loop, she didn't make it. Molni's temple was attacked by Zitrix.
Aureo kind of grimaces. He lowers his head. He says to you, I appreciate you letting me know. It's always tough in loops where a loved one passes. Hopefully, you won't have to experience that anytime soon. The only consolation is that none of this is real. This day that you and I are living right now, we're calling it Vidober's 21st, 2812, but it passed hundreds, maybe thousands of years ago.
I don't like that.
It may sound cold, but to dwell on these feelings of a past world is pointless. That's why I turned down Molni's offer to build a lighthouse with him for the rest of eternity. Irisol, like Lokella before it, is gone.
Aureo, what is supposed to happen when all the artifacts are destroyed? Is Irisol supposed to be released from its confusing fate, reliving the same year over and over again? Or is Irisol, in fact, already destroyed, and this would seal its fate?
Actually, the Prime Minister asked me to give you a gift if we met today.
Oh, did he?
Slap in the face.
Ow.
Seems like there's little that escapes the Prime Minister's sight. I look forward to having a conversation with him someday about all this.
Previously, you had asked him how he knew for sure that what he was doing was right. And he's ready to share that with you.
This was beyond Zelf's expectations, so he tries to play it cool, but under his glasses, he's twitching a little bit.
Johnny is also sweating.
In whatever way sunglasses sweat.
You know how they do.
His glasses are fogging up as Johnny gets more emotionally invested in the conversation.
Has to keep taking them off and cleaning them.
He asked you to come with him to Dome Ploto. And this, is where the gondolas come in more of the northwestern part of the city.
Yeah, no problem there.
It's like I've always said, this podcast is one small step for elf, one giant leap for elf kind. Here at Burnt Cook Book Party, we're always pushing the boundaries of what's possible and acceptable in a high fantasy campaign, and we appreciate that y'all are not only here for the ride, but actively on board for it. And if you want to extend that positivity, you should come hang out in the Discord and chat with fellow fans about the show. Folks in the Discord chat about new episodes, post show theories, share fan art and fan cooking and fan dancing, and just generally commiserate and hang out. To join, just sign up at the Patreon at patreon.com/bcbparty and it'll happen automatically. Plus, you'll get access to bonus episodes, ad-free episodes, and more. That's all at patreon.com/bcbparty.
While Zelf and Johnny make their way across town with Aureo Fortuna, let's check back in with Patty and Astra. Last we saw Patty and Astra, they were leaving the Theater of the Mundane. Patty, did you have a plan for how you want to get into this party tonight?
So I'd like to take a slightly different approach, maybe using a little bit of my fame to do this. So
Yeah.
looking at my fame abilities, and one of them that I can use 1 point for is called Temporary Cohort. I can gain a cohort as if I had the leadership feat. A character will remain in my service for 24 hours. I would like to see if I can find someone who is going to be maybe working this party or attending the party who will help me sneak in.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me think about that for a second. Astra, you have collected all 3 items that you needed.
Woo!
What is your plan next for the two of you?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, now we can potentially get in. I think the last bit of research Astra wants to do is figure out a layout of the Scry network area to see if she can pinpoint a building or someplace where they might have footage stored at, like an editing bay area or something along those lines.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. I was looking through my guest list for this party. I was like, this isn't good. And then I saw Vin Weasel, and I do feel like Vin Weasel probably owes you one, Patty. He cut you out of that movie, and now you're a big star.
I mean,
Incredible.
I think he does.
Oh my God. Wow, Justin, are you preparing yourself to do a Vin Diesel impression or?
Yeah, for an entire game session.
You just mumble a lot, right? I already do that, so I'm just going to make it more mask. So we could probably get both of these in one go. Vin Weasel will be at the Scry Network on the lots filming the Sea Monster Boast Apes movie that he's making. And while you're on the lots, you can case the joint, I guess.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Patty, all you need to do is spend a point. You don't have to do anything else. You just use your fame to sway Vin Weasel, so that's good there. Do you guys want to make a perception check for looking for a place where this might be stored, the blackmail footage?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ugh. 13.
28.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, and we're in urban terrain. That's +2. That's a 30.
Yes. Thank God for Patty.
Scumming.
Astra, did you have a strategy for Manny? Are you going in honestly? Are you telling him that you're going to help him get on the Great Meal Nor Bake Off? Or are you bringing him in on this plan?
If it were Last Loot Manny, I would try bluffing him. But this guy is so suspicious of me that I think Astra is going to tell him straightforward, these people have blackmail material. on all of these people, including, Zelf, your master or dad or something. So I think you should consider that. So this is that she's going to lay it out very much explicitly on the line, what they're doing and why.
Well, I can't believe that we're going to sully the good name of the Great Mjolnir Bake-Off for this, but I understand that Zoblin comes first.
Exactly right.
And I'm willing to put our rivalry aside, Astra, just for now.
We have a rivalry?
Whoa.
I mean, thank you. Yes, that's so big of you. I really appreciate we're really coming together to protect Zoblin on this one. Yeah.
Damn.
She still found a way to lie. Isn't that
nice? Cool. So you guys return to Dome Galatea, the dome that is devoted to the Scry network, and find your way first, Patty, down to the lots where they do a lot of the filming. Even though you are at the bottom of the ocean, essentially, they have built a little man-made lake to be the ocean for the Sea Monster Boat Race Festival.
Love it.
And you find a hulked out weasel in a black tight t-shirt going over his lines while they're preparing the boats behind him.
Vin! Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, Peter, it's good to see you, girl.
Fuck.
Oh, I see you're having to really study those lines, Vin, as usual, working really hard. If only you had someone capable on the other side of those scenes.
Don't do this to me, Patty. You know I'm so serious about taking care of my family.
Shit.
Vin, I'm disappointed. I thought that you were all about your familia. I thought you were all about loyalty, and you totally threw me under the bus. Have you seen what I've been stuck doing lately? Reality television? Come on, Vin.
Oh, there's not even any fast boats. The boat you were on was so slow. It hurt my heart to see, Patty.
You should be sorry, Vin. You know, you should be groveling at my little rat feet for what you did. Resigning me out of a leading role. Ugh, I can't believe it. But, you know, Vin, I understand that family's important. I understand that we can't have, harsh vibes between us. That's not how you win Sea Monster boat races, and it's not how you win at life. So, I could consider forgiving you, but you're really going to have to make it up to me.
Anything you want. You name it, I'll get it for you. Boat? I get you a fast boat, Patty?
Finn, I have so many boats already, but thank you for asking. What you could get me, though, is, I hear you don't have a date to that big party tonight, right? I think it would be really cool publicity for the film if you show up with your former co-star Patty Hertz on your arm, right?
What about Johnny Brightchild? You got another big muscle man?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Your muscles are much bigger. Your muscles are so huge. You know what? We don't even have to show up together. We don't have to walk the carpet. Why don't I just meet you at the back door? So you go in, you walk the carpet, you get all the camera shots, and then just come open the back door for me. And, we'll hang out. We'll resolve our differences. We'll toast a couple Coronas to our familia, and it'll all be cool.
That's right, Patty. You're me familiar. I look out for my familia.
Okay, perfect, Vin. You're a good egg, buddy.
Great. Yeah, Vin agrees to the plan and we'll meet you there.
Incredible.
While this is happening, Astra, you are able to narrow down the location of what you believe is the editing bay, which is attached to the main office building. You think that while you'll have a hard time getting directly into the bay, if you go through the main building with Manny as his agent, you will still be able to get in there.
Okay. Then I think that's the plan. I think the plan is to bluff my way through as his agent, and then we'll sneak off into the edit bay, assuming Manny's going to play along.
I think he will to a certain point. He is legitimately interested in joining the Great Mjolnir Bake-Off, so he won't have to bluff or anything in that regard. He's happy to actually sit down with the Scry Network for that.
Okay.
Make a bluff check, Astra.
Yes. Oh, the areas of my expertise. Don't fail me now. All right, I rolled a 23 on bluffing.
Beautiful. Any strategy for going in here?
Bluster, Justin. It's all bluster. You know that.
You've just got to talk fast enough that nobody catches up.
Yeah, Astra's going to be a fast talker. She's going to be like, Manny, don't talk to them. Don't tell them anything. You know, they're going to want to talk to me. I want you to be like the face of this. So I want you to feel like you're in control of what's happening here. So I'm going to rush in. We're going to bluster. We're going to bluster. We're going to bluster. Once we get sat down for the conversation, I am going to excuse myself to the bathroom. And you're just going to have to keep sailing. This is a great chance for you to talk to them about getting on the show, talk up your cooking skills, whatever you can do. Don't sign anything. Don't agree to anything until I get back. There's a non-zero chance Astra is going to get so invested in becoming an agent that she forgets about. No, I'm not going to, as her brain, I'm not going to let that happen. But I could see a scenario in which
the potential's there.
Yeah.
I was going to say this bathroom scheme worked in the Thieves Guild too. I'm glad we're sticking with the classic strategies.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. So I think once they get in here, she's going to try to steamroll them at the opening, but then leave Manny to take over when they're in the interview.
Yeah. When you enter the Scry network, it's as it was before. It's a large open space with a lot of coral and columns and whatnot. You see ahead of you a desk where a young Gilman woman is sitting, and she doesn't look up from her work as you approach. She just says, "Referral paperwork, please."
Okay. I pass it over. We're here about the Great Mealnor Bake-Off. I've got Manny Manuelf himself. Here is our referral.
She looks it over. She looks over the paperwork from the Theater of the Mundane, going over it bureaucratically, just stamping places where it needs to be stamped and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's a routine. She's an agent.
That's me. It's Astra Blep. That's one L in Blep. You guys always get it wrong. I've had to call you so many times and be like, my paperwork's not going through because you've added too many L's to my last name. Blep. Remember it, honey.
Blep.
Blep.
Another location in which her backup secret name is useless.
She hands you back the paperwork and just sort of frowns at you. She doesn't have the energy to debate you about the spelling of your name.
Love that for me.
3rd floor, Miss Blep.
Thank you. With one L. I'll check on my way out. Okay. All right. Come on, Manny. After you. Go on. All right. And yeah, I want to scope out, as we're walking to the appointment, I want to scope out things as well to see if there's anybody like watching. Do they have scry orbs in here as cameras or anything along those lines?
I will allow you to attempt a better perception check if you would like.
I would like that. I would like to attempt it. I would like to be successful as well.
Nice.
There you go.
Saying all the right things.
Finally, I got to 20 on that perception check.
Nice. There it
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You get Manny to the room that he needs to be in for his meeting, and then you spot down the hall an entrance to the editing bay. And as you walk in and look around, for the most part, you do see crew members walking around like you encountered in Begram at the spas. None of them are combatants or anything serious. They're just people doing their jobs. You keep looking around, trying to find some place that does seem a bit more serious, high security. And eventually you find a long hallway towards the back that is guarded by a singular bubble wand drone, like the type of robot that you had encountered before. But this one seems like it is in a slightly different mode than the one that was filming you. The one before, like, wouldn't even protect itself. It was just doing its singular job of recording. This one seems to be kind of pacing back and forth, guarding this door specifically, isolated in the back of this editing bay.
Okay.
It looks promising.
I like that. I love promise.
Promising? What's it promising?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excited to see which of Astra's powers of deception she will employ.
Intimidation.
Well,
it is a robot. You know that the robots are not going to be affected by mind-affecting type of things. But you know that they are vulnerable to electricity and they're vulnerable to critical hits.
Yeah.
they're not influenced by illusion, but are they influenced by like invisibility?
Oh, that's a good question.
They would not be able to see something that's invisible.
Well, then I have just the thing. I'm going to use my old friend Flicker.
Gotta love a good flicker.
Love Flicker. As a swift action, you can disappear for 1 round per oracle level, and it functions as invisibility. So I'm going to use that as my main mode of crossing the corridor and getting into the doorway. And I think in order to accentuate this attempt, I am going to use another orison called Ghost Sound. Basically just lets me create sounds of things nearby. So as soon as I drop Flicker to cross down this hallway and get through this doorway, I want to cause the sound of kind of like something really loud falling.
Oh, what, like file folders or something?
Yeah. A couple bubble wands dropping.
Editing equipment. I like it.
Loud enough to startle and also continues being loud to cover the sound of my footsteps.
Yeah. As you make this noise, Astra, you see the robot immediately turn to the other end of the hallway to try and find the source of it. You see it that like a red laser comes out and is kind of scanning the area in front of it. And yeah, it continues to move away from you, so you have plenty of space.
Great. I'm going to activate Flicker and just full run down the corridor with an energy and a sprightliness you rarely see in Astra.
Or not see in this case.
Hey.
Astra, make a reflex save for me.
Oh boy. Okay.
We're looking for a 10 or higher.
Yeah. Oh, 27. I've got great reflex.
Astra, you are running down this hall at full speed, and right when you're about to reach the door, it swings open, and a Gilman crew member walks out of it, but you stop yourself just short of crashing into him. He doesn't notice you and keeps going as if nothing was wrong. Maybe like scratches his neck, feels a little bit weird. Something's off. But yeah, you're fine, and you're able to catch that door before it shuts and sneak in.
Nice.
Love that. Okay. Incredible. What do I see?
It's similar to some of the other editing bays that you saw out there, which is like a large pool where they're rearranging these bubbles. But this is being less actively edited and more just storage, I guess. So you have like a bunch of small aquariums, like a pet store on the wall, and they have different bubbles inside of them.
Excellent. Okay. Do I see anything labeled blackmail? Just trying my luck on that.
I am going to say I want a perception check, but I also want to know how much time you want to devote to this.
That's a good question. I think I want to do it. Like, I want to get it done. So my instinct is as long as it takes. But let's start with 15 minutes.
Cool.
And I rolled a 15 on my perception check.
Not bad.
Middling.
Astra, you start inspecting each of the bubbles, and you do find that they are labeled, but not in a way that is immediately obvious to you what it means. Like they're using some sort of in-house code, like BCBP 076. What is this? But eventually you do find a couple that look promising. They are CAC, and then dates that seem to be recent. So you think it's probably coordinated criminal.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is there any way, I mean, I assume since there's an editing bay, there's like places to look at the content. Is that something I could do?
Yes. I'm going to have you make a spellcraft or knowledge arcana to try and figure out how to use the scry pools.
This is cool. This is a cool heist.
I have decent spellcraft, so if I can get a good roll. Oh, and I do. I get a great roll. I got a 26 on that.
Nice. Come on.
Oh, that was lucky. That could have gone not successful.
Yeah, but that's what being an international super spy is all about.
What?
No.
You grab one of the bubbles that has a label that you think is courting a criminal, and you take it over to the scry pool that's not in use in this room. And you spin it around a couple times like a beach ball in the pool, like trying to get it to activate. But you're a talented magic user at this point in your life, and eventually you are able to dunk it a couple times and get it to turn on. You're greeted by the beautiful image of Johnny and Naj tongue-kissing Cassandra. And you know that you have figured this out.
Oh, no. Nasty, but the footage I am looking for, regrettably.
Nasty, just what I wanted.
Great. Well, I want to take everything basically probably from the moment, just to be safe, anything after the moment when we awoke Patty and she left the courting a criminal set. I want to snag them all. Are they big?
They're big. They're like a basketball-sized bubble.
Whew, okay.
Oh, God. You're going to have to pick and choose.
Well, unless you break them.
That's true.
But I think destroying them is going to be the way to do it.
Yes, destruction.
Yeah, I want to get all of the orbs that I think are relevant. And I want to double check to make sure I've grabbed all of them, because basically the moment I start destroying these, I think it's going to be a bit of a racket. This is tricky because I'm also like, but what if there's stuff there that we could use? Should I keep the Johnny and Naj one? If I could keep one, is it the nasty, hot Johnny and Naj?
Destroy that one. Destroy that one.
Do you really want to watch that with the group later? That's the question.
Seeing where Anash went might be critical, because for all we know, he's headed here.
So I'll need to watch it in great detail.
We gotta study this.
With our opera glasses on, yeah. Eating popcorn.
It's for research.
Some fun Patreon content of Justin narrating blow by blow.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be when we reveal the next tier.
No.
The Stiff Peaks tier.
Stiff Peaks
Stiff
tier.
Peaks. I thought it was going to be nasty hot, but Stiff Peaks is pretty good.
That's sort of what I was thinking tactically, of having something that might indicate where Johnny and Naj is. But I also don't want to sit here and go through all of this footage.
I would say keep the most recent one.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad... Well, here's what I want to offer. Could I do a luck roll to see if I maintain one orb that has some kind of useful information on it?
Yeah, and specifically about what Naj is doing?
Yes, specifically about Johnny and Naj, what his strategy is, where he's at, what he's doing at this moment. Yeah.
Okay. I'm tempted to just allow you to take it.
Okay.
I think you're investing the time so you can just find it. Now, you will have to find a place where you can safely watch this, but I'll let you take the bubble.
Wow, Jenna, you are taking care of business.
Luck. Talking about the luck draw. Damn.
You infiltrated, you destroyed the blackmail, you're doing it.
What I'm going to have you roll a luck roll for is whether or not the Gillman crew member comes back before you can leave.
Okay.
You're only going to have to murder one Gillman.
So, yeah, give me a coin flip or a D100, 50-50.
Let's do D100 because that's it's more anxiety producing.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Should I go over under?
Over.
Over, he does not come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's over 50, I'm in the clear.
Over is lucky.
Come on. Oh!
Oh, come on.
Rough luck. 29.
Not even
29.
close.
You're so happy. You find this bubble where you can tell Johnny and Naj is entering Mielnor up to no good. This is going to be very useful for the group to know what he's been doing there. You know that he killed the beast of Mielnor, but why? He's definitely not being heroic, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, this is the one that I want to watch later. And how do you pop all the others, or what are you doing?
Ooh, oh, it's going to be so fun. Oh, man. Yeah, she's not going to be discreet. She's going to basically pile them all up in a corner. And then, I guess, depending on how hard, she's either going to, raise them over her head and just, smash them to the ground, or she's going to, stomp on them. But it is going to be maximum destruction.
I love it.
This is not a stealth maneuver right now.
Yeah, you stomp the shit out out of these. They pop with ease, honestly. You get a little bit sticky, but overall, it's simple to accomplish. And you've got the one that you want in your hands. You're starting to leave. And again, perfect timing. This dude walks back in. He's like, hey, Keith, do you have the seal footage from the other day? Who are you?
I'm going to use a weird trait that I have.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is going to be so dumb. Okay. It's a trait I haven't used before. It's called unabashed gall.
Ooh.
And I'll just read the description. Whenever you commit an unexpected and outrageously unlawful act, such as knowingly destroying or stealing something that would elicit a hostile response from another creature, you may attempt a bluff check opposed by the opponent's sense motive check. If you're successful, you and any allies may act in a surprise round. Basically, this might potentially give me a surprise round on him.
Cool. His sense motive is a -1, so.
Oh, great.
Nice.
His total is an 11.
Okay. Astra says, oh.
Oh, Astra.
I rolled a 1.
No.
I rolled a 1.
On your best skill.
I rolled a 1, 4, and 11.
Ooh.
So
Let's see.
You didn't use your inspired.
that's true. God, this is such a dumb thing to use it on, but yeah, I guess I'll use inspired. So let me re-roll that for literally anything other than a 1. All right, so I get a 27. What Astra says is she looks him dead in the face and says, my friends and I are being blackmailed by your bosses. I have destroyed the blackmail, and now I'm going to exit. You can either allow me to exit and say that something toppled over because of some shoddy workmanship, or you and I can explore what happens next in this moment together.
Oh, ominous.
And this is your choice.
Oh, shit.
Jeez, Astra when she's by herself.
Yeah, right?
It gets dark fast.
Nothing to ramp down the crazy, right?
No, you have to understand, she can't win in a fight.
Oh, she's puffing up. This is her eye spots.
This is her only chance.
She has to not get into a fight.
With a level 0 office worker.
Bluster.
Also, she really, really, really doesn't want to hurt anyone. Essentially, she doesn't want to be responsible for doing damage to someone. She really counts on sending that buck down the line to Johnny for hurting people. And Patty. More Patty, actually, if anything, because Johnny always takes the gentle route, which she hates.
Astra wants him dead, but she doesn't want to do it herself.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, well, this is what she's going to do. While she's doing this, she's going to reach out and topple just a shelf on top of the already massive pile of broken Catch a Criminal orbs to underscore her seriousness about the damage that this moment could lead to.
The Gilman filmmaker puts his hands up, steps back. He's not a fighter. He's not going to try to die over this.
Yeah, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I let criminals destroy property on company time.
On company time. Yeah.
I also regret not wearing a disguise. I've been so sloppy this heist. Astra,
Man.
that's fine. Astra's not used to heisting. She used her real name and everything. That's fine. Listen, it's going to be okay. I mean, Astra, at the end of the day, she's not an infiltrator. She's not a spy. That is not her skill set. So I'm going to grant her the ability to be a little bit bad at this. She's learning. This is a character arc. She's going to be so good at this next time.
Oh, yeah. It really highlights what the different team splits are like, because with other people, she might be like, oh, yeah, we'd better have a disguise, right? So like each different breakdown of each different skill set and personality.
Different inspiration, different vibe, different thoughts.
Astra did great. They're scot-free, yeah.
I mean, not yet. We're still in here.
Who's laughing? It's Justin. Oh, no.
Who is that? Oh no.
She'll tuck the orb behind her in her jacket so that it's less visible. And then she's going to go back to the office with Manny and make sure he hasn't signed anything.
Perfect. Astra, you are able to catch back up with Manny. He is about to sign on his contract.
God damn it. God damn it.
Manny.
I go to the bathroom for one 15-minute span of time.
It's fine. They told me that everything was above board, and they're all really nice here, Astra.
God.
Oh, of course. They're the nicest sharks you'll ever meet, Manny. Ugh, you're so lucky you have me as an agent. She knocks the pen out of his hand and says, we'll take a copy of this and review it, and I'll get back to you. I'm going to redline this. I'll get back to you with our notes for what is and is not acceptable for the Great Meal Nor Bake Off. We'll be in touch.
As Astra and Manny leave the Scry Network to meet back up with Patty, Zelf and Johnny have made the long trek from Dome Cedo to Minor Dome Ploto, which is where the sea gondolas arrive from land. There is an inn here connected to a small submarine tour business, and this is where Aureo Fortuna takes you. And it's not the kind of place that you would expect someone of Aureo Fortuna's standing or respect in Neptis would be staying. It's just this fully average hotel in a very touristy area. But this is where he takes you, and he brings you inside. He takes you up to a room on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
He unlocks the door and lets you step in, and you find it's completely standard. No fancy decor, no special amenities or anything. But that only serves to draw your eyes to the desk on the far side of the room, where you see propped up against the wall is a tin-pointed star that is made of some sort of black material. And it's pretty large, probably about 2 feet by 2 feet.
Ooh.
Well, look at that.
Okay, I want you to prepare yourself, Zelf. This could be quite an intense experience for you.
Oh, well, as a chef, I'm used to pressure. What do I do with it?
Aureo picks up this star and he faces you and he holds it at your eye level. And he says, if you're ready to know the truths of the universe that the ministry is privy to, look deeply into the center of this star.
Whoa.
The truth is what I've been after this whole time, I think. It's easy to get distracted from it, though. All right, let me take a look. And Zelf will adjust his glasses on his face, but he keeps them on.
Yeah.
And he leans and he takes a deep look into it.
Johnny, are you also looking?
Oh, totally.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
2 heads are better than one.
Thank you for keeping the glasses on.
Oh, Zelf is such a cool guy, as we all know.
You do as you're told. You stare at the star, and at first you can't figure out what the big deal is. Nothing is happening, just pointy rock. But then kind of like a magic eye, your vision begins to blur, and then you feel like the star is moving closer to you, and it's widening, just bigger and bigger, until it's the only thing in your field of vision, and it is like enveloping you in its blackness. And then you begin to feel a weightlessness, like there's nothing under your feet anymore, and it reminds you of the memory that you relived where you're in the Gastrodome and you're flipping pancakes for the chairman in zero gravity.
Love that.
But this time there's no pancakes, and the movement of the star turns into movement of your own body, and you are just hurtling, somersaulting through this black void, and it's impossible to get control back of your velocity because there's nothing to grab hold of or balance yourself on. There's no apprentice that you can use to change your direction.
Yeah, right.
This blackness eventually is cut through by the appearance of stars, just like a night sky surrounding you. And Zelf, you know with clarity that you are actually legitimately floating in outer space.
Oh my god.
Johnny is here with you as well.
Oh shit. Everybody's going to space.
Zelf, you take 10 cold damage, and you must hold your breath or you will begin to suffocate.
Oh my god.
I was going to ask if there was going to be any dangerous
Oh my
space effects.
God.
Wow. Well, okay. It'd be funny if Zelf was too much of a liability this loop, so they just shot him to space.
No, and Johnny just got taken along for the ride. Oh.
Johnny, as Sunglasses returns to tell Patty and Astra what happened.
Yeah, right. For the rest of the loop, Andrew plays Johnny and Aj, and I play Manny.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes.
Well, that sounds fun.
I think if that happens, maybe we do just become vampires, have a good time,
Yes!
let it reset and try again.
Yes, Caitlin, I'm into it.
Justin, Zelf is going to hold his breath.
Okay. Johnny, you don't need to hold your breath.
Yeah.
You can just live in space because you're a fucking ghost.
Fucking ghost. Whoa.
Yeah, but you see that Zelf is in trouble.
Yeah.
You're going to continue to take 3d6 of cold damage every round that you stay in the vacuum of space. You can attempt a will save to put yourself back into the real world. But yeah, you are just hurtling through space, Zelf. What would you guys like to do?
Justin, you said I took 10 damage that round, right?
Yes.
Boy. So I'm at 39 out of 49 hit points. I can last a couple of more rounds, probably. I don't have anything that protects against cold, idiotically. Got a sun rod. Do I have my equipment with me, or am I like an astral body sort of thing?
No, you are fully your own body in space. You have everything.
In space.
Oh my god.
Shit.
This means fully 2/4 of our team, one half of our team have been to space.
Well, I mean, do you count Patty going to space?
No, you're right. Oh my god, you're right. 3/4 of the team, everyone but the one whose name is Astra has been to space.
Oh my god. Jeez, when you put it like that.
This is unacceptable. All right, we're building a rocket next loop.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Instantly on board. So we need to make a save?
Well, I can choose to make a save to leave space.
Oh.
If I take a minute, I can make a spell out of an empty slot. I happen to have a free first level slot. Could I potentially take a minute to cast resist energy?
Yeah, but that's 10 rounds, right?
If I could survive a minute?
If you can survive.
My goodness.
I'll do my best to heal you, but we'll see. But it's gonna be rough.
I've got to try it.
All right,
Oh my god.
let's do it.
Thank you for listening to Burnt Cookbook Party, and a special thank you to our Patreon subscribers who are supporting independent media in the most direct and sustainable way possible. If you like Burnt Cookbook Party, you should check out my other podcast, Big Game Hunger. The most recent episode had a very special guest by the name of Paul Luetkemeyer. He was playing Paul Luetkemeyer, Real Human Being. Each week, me and a guest get 3 random prompts and have to make a game based on it. So that's kind of what we did on the show this week. Anyway, you should check it out. It's at biggamehunger.com or find a link in the show notes. Our DFTBA merch store is at bit.ly/JennaMerch, all lowercase, or find a link in the show notes. As always, you can find us on Twitter at BCBParty, on Tumblr at BCBParty, or email us at burntcookbookparty@gmail.com. Burnt Cookbook Party is Andrew Hansen as Johnny Brightchild, Caitlin Stayduhar as Patty Hertz, Paul Luetkemeyer as Zelf, me, Jenna Stoeber as Astrablep, and Justin Green as GM and World Builder. This episode was edited for content by Justin Green and edited for sound by Akshay Balakrishnan. Produced by Jenna Stoeber.
Oh, Patty, it's good to see you, girl.